A haunted power. I am Duchess of Malfi still. There are moments in literature when a single line carries the weight of an entire life. A moment where identity, resistance, and truth come together in one final act of defiance. In the world of the Duchess of Malfi, written by John Webster, such a moment belongs to a woman who refuses to be erased. The Duchess lives in a world defined by power, but not a power she controls. A world where authority belongs to men, where her body, her choices, even her future, are not her own. As a widow, she is expected to remain silent, obedient, and controlled. Her brothers, figures of dominance and control, watch her closely, not with love, but with suspicion. For them, she is not a person. She is a symbol of family honor, a possession, something to be guarded and, if necessary, destroyed. Yet, within this suffocating world, the Duchess makes a choice. She chooses love, not for power, not for status, but for something deeply human. And, in doing so, she commits the greatest crime in a patriarchal system. She asserts her independence. From that moment on, she is no longer simply watched, she is hunted. The walls close in around her. Eyes follow her movements. Her private life becomes a spectacle of control. Surveillance replaces trust. Power replaces compassion. She is no longer allowed to exist freely, only to exist under observation. But what makes the Duchess extraordinary is not rebellion through violence, but resistance through dignity. She does not scream. She does not beg. She does not surrender her sense of self. Even as her world collapses, she remains composed because her strength does not come from power. It comes from identity. And yet, power demands submission. The system that controls her cannot tolerate her independence. It cannot accept a woman who chooses her own life. So it does what such systems always do: it punishes, it isolates, it silences, it destroys. She is imprisoned, not only within walls, but within a structure designed to erase her voice. She is stripped of her status, stripped of her freedom, stripped of everything the world once used to define her. And finally, she is brought to the edge of death, a moment where most would break, where fear would replace courage, where identity would dissolve into silence. But not her. Because in that final moment, she does something extraordinary. She speaks. I am Duchess of Malfi still. With those words, she reclaims everything that was taken from her. Her title is no longer something given by society. It is something she owns. Her identity is no longer controlled by others. It is defined by herself. Even in the face of death, she refuses to disappear. She refuses to become what they wanted her to be: silent, obedient, erased. And that is her greatest victory. Not survival, but self-definition. Because power can take away life, but it cannot take away meaning. It cannot take away dignity. It cannot take away the truth of who we are when we choose to speak it. The Duchess dies, but her voice does not. Her words remain, echoing through time, challenging every system that seeks to silence, control, and define others. And that is why she is remembered, not as a victim, but as a voice that refused to be erased. I am Duchess of Malfi still.